Interest rates are at a 15-year high. That means home loans are going to cost more than they did several months ago. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Jonathan Cooper.
And I'm Tatum Gwynn. Some people are worried that it's a sign that the market is headed for a crash. But experts tell News on 6's Lex Rodriguez that's not necessarily the case, Lex.
Yeah, Jonathan and Tatum, they tell me this is a market correction and not a crash after the Feds raised interest rates to 6.5%. That's the 7th time they've raised it this year.
Experts say people shouldn't be scared to buy a home right now because the market is not in the same place it was back in 2008.
A lot of people are worried about the crash of the market, and back in the 8, 9, and 10, that was a crazy time.
She says back in 2008, there were a lot more homes on the market because of foreclosures and new construction. And that meant buyers were able to make offers well below the asking price. In the past year, though, construction has slowed down. And that means there are fewer homes for sale compared to 2008, right before the crash.
The prices were skyrocketing because we didn't have enough inventory. And then you have the sellers were making tons of money on their property, but the buyers were really overspending.
All this uncertainty with inflation and interest rates has people worried about what's going to happen next.
A lot of the concerns is how much over do we have to pay? You know, this balancing of the market is actually beneficial for the buyer because they're not overpaying for properties anymore.
Michael Stokes with Cityscape Home Mortgage says the good news is banks are finding creative ways to help people afford homes, even with the interest rates at 6.5%.
We have a 2-1 buy down. So what that is basically it's a way to reduce the buyer's mortgage payment for the first 2 years, and it's a significant difference.
Stokes says the first thing people who want to buy a house should do is talk to a loan officer about all of the different options. Lex Rodriguez, Oklahoma's own, News on 6.